Hi everybody,
Hello.
welcome. This is episode 11 of He's Glasgow, She's London. All the usual points of interest. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and any other social media that is relevant. Give us likes and questions and comments and DMs and rate us and follow us and do everything you can to get involved. We'd love to hear from you.
Excellent intro.
Thank you.
No, it's very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, not your best you've done. You know,
Oh.
I can't remember what episode it was, but I thought that's an excellent intro.
Oh, I'll have to listen back to that one.
That one was very good as well, but I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know. It's fine.
Coming with vibes.
Excellent. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm alright.
Yeah?
Bit tired, but I'm good.
Always a bit tired these days, eh?
Always a bit tired. I came in and you were asleep before this podcast.
I know, both of us always a bit tired. Went to bed at 9:30 last night.
Yep, and you were asleep again by 7:30. No, it was more than that.
But I'm here now. Woo!
Excellent. Maybe that's what you needed. A
Yep.
little
Rejuvenated.
good. But I'm glad you're well. I'm always happy when you're well.
I'm always happy when you're well.
Wonderful. How cute is that? Completely lost my train of thought.
You can do little listeners' location.
I am. Oh, I am actually. Yeah, that's the next part on it. Now, we don't have any new countries
Okay.
per se. Not per se, we just don't. I don't know why I said per se. We don't have any new countries, but we do have a lot more locations because we shared our podcast with all our friends and family recently. So thank you
Yay.
to everyone who listened and who followed our social medias and all that good stuff. It's
Thank
very
you,
much
guys.
appreciated. We're over 331 listeners now. And
Nice.
last time we were just over 200. So
Wow, great listening, guys.
roughly give or take, which is nice. And the reception's been wonderful by everyone, which is good.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of new locations, as you can imagine, but the one that really caught my eye, and I'd never heard of this place before, and apparently this is in the UK,
Right.
Tony Pandy.
Tony Pandy.
One word. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
where is it?
I don't know, I didn't look it up. I just saw it before we started recording. And I was like, oh, look at all these listeners' locations within the UK. Oh, Tony Pandy.
Tony Pandy.
Tony Pandy. So if you're that person from Tony Pandy, big up.
Big up Tony Pandy.
Yeah, we love Tony Pandy, unless there's something weird about it, but until we know otherwise, that seems alright.
Yeah.
But then you've got all your usuals, your Twickenhams, your Glasgows, Southwark, how do you say that?
Southwark, yeah.
Southwark, Sutton,
Sutton,
Farnborough,
yeah.
the city of Westminster. So Keir Starmer's listening, which is very exciting.
Excellent.
Bristol, don't know any from Bristol. No, I do know somebody from
I
Bristol.
know some people in
Yeah,
Bristol, yeah.
I know the people that you know. And anywhere else in between. So yeah, thank you everyone for listening. It's good fun, and we appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, keep it coming, guys.
Yeah, we're also now up to 6 5-star ratings, everyone,
Yay.
on Spotify, which is good fun. So it's more than just you and I that's rated the podcast. There are some genuine independent people that have rated it, which is good.
Yay.
So if you haven't rated it yet, feel free to do so because it really helps us out. Only if you rate it 5 stars, don't rate it anything lower than that, because that would be very upsetting.
How could you rate it? Anything
Well,
lower
that's
than that?
yeah. I mean, I don't even know why I brought it up because it's not really an option for folk, is it? But no, again, all jokes aside, thanks for listening, folks. We're going to try and make this the best podcast that you can possibly listen to.
Yep.
Excellent.
And that comes with you getting involved as well. So give us your feedback and what you'd like us to chat about.
We learned actually how you can leave, or that you can now leave comments on Spotify.
We did.
Which is exciting. And I've now learned how to actually approve them and actually
Oh.
have them on there. So we've got a couple of comments, one from me,
Hi, Sam. It's Sam.
just testing the waters, and one from your mother as
Yeah.
well. I don't actually have that comment to hand because you can only see it on the mobile.
Well, I know what the comment meant, what it said.
Shall we?
So it was based on my trivia from last week, where
Which was?
I let everybody know that the London Bridge was sold to a man in Arizona, and it got shipped over in pieces, and
That's
now
right.
it stands there. My mother added to the story that apparently the man thought he was buying Tower Bridge, which is the iconic London Bridge with its towers, unsurprisingly. He had assumed that was London Bridge, whereas London Bridge is much plainer and pretty much just a bridge. So when it arrived, he was very upset, and instead of installing it where he planned to, he installed it in the middle of the desert in Arizona because he wasn't happy at all.
The biggest. Yeah, it's like, fuck you.
Yeah. He paid like what was it, 2.6 million or something
Yeah.
for a bridge that he didn't even want.
Which
so-
is mad money nowadays, but it's also mad money back then.
But also, you didn't look at a photo. You didn't get any confirmation on the bridge. You just assumed you were buying.
How's he going to get a photo?
What do you mean? If I was selling a bridge, I would probably take a photo of the bridge and be like, "Does anybody want this bridge?"
I don't think it works quite like that.
I mean, I haven't sold many bridges in my time, but
I bet. You estate agents and all the same. Sell anything. Sell the ground that people walk on. Sorry, that was rude. Speaking of trivia, should we move on to our fun trivia section?
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you to your mother for that comment. It was lovely.
Yeah,
and
it was
hopefully
good.
it gets the ball rolling. Leave many more comments, folks. It's good fun.
Woohoo!
But shall we discuss some Glasgow London trivia?
Let's discuss it. What you got, love?
Well, following on in tradition over the past 2 or 3 episodes, you say a bit of trivia, and then it inspires me for next episode.
There must be so much in your head that you just don't remember you have.
Yeah,
And I just inspire you all the time.
Well, you inspire me in many ways. You're my muse. But so yeah, you brought up that thing about London Bridge,
Yep.
and this made me think of this fun bit of Glasgow trivia. It's not quite the same, but it was like an American-ish landmark, even though it was like a British landmark going to America. It was
Right.
kind of the reverse, but not really. Did you know that Glasgow has its very own Statue of Liberty?
Does it?
It's actually got 5.
What? That's so excessive.
Well, I think the other 4 are like homages, or
Okay.
you can't see what I'm doing, quote unquote, Statue of Liberties. We don't have a big, massive Lady Liberty.
Naturally, I feel like you would have shown me that by now.
Oh, yeah, it would have been the first thing I showed you. But on top of the city chambers in George Square, there is I don't know how big it is, but I imagine it's obviously small enough that you don't notice it, but quite big when you get close enough.
Yeah.
On the roof, there's a sort of miniaturised version of the Statue of Liberty.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think it's a 1-for-1 replica, but it's the same sort of Lady Liberty holding up the torch. And
Oh.
yeah,
That's
it's
interesting.
pretty cool.
And
There's
where
a-
are the others?
Well, I don't actually know where the others are. There's one of them is on a building when you're coming across the Kingston Bridge, which is the big M8 bridge going over the
Oh,
Clyde.
right.
It's on one of the buildings. Beside that, I think it's on the south side of the river.
So were they like hidden? Or
On
not
rooftops
hidden,
and
but
stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So they're not like, come see this. It's just like part of the architecture.
We should do a scavenger hunt.
I don't know if it's that fun.
Okay.
Sorry.
We could do a scavenger hunt with other things and that involved.
Well, do you know what? I'm not going to say this till next time because I've just inspired myself, but it's very relevant, so I'm just going to say it now. Little bonus bit of trivia, everyone.
Oop.
There is a cathedral in Paisley,
Right.
I believe it's Paisley, or close to Paisley, where it's like a cathedral or a really big church, one of the two. And one of the gargoyles is a xenomorph from Alien.
Oh.
Yeah, so like there's loads of gargoyles around the building, and they're like traditional
Yeah.
gargoyle-esque. And one of them's just an alien, or a xenomorph from the movie Alien.
So when was it built?
It wasn't built, obviously, before the time. I think it was like renovated or something. Or
And they
like,
just added a little alien in there.
yeah, it was like renovated, or there was repairs done, or something like that. And when they thought, have a bit of fun here,
Oh,
stick a wee alien up there. I'll
Stick
show you a
this
picture
guy
of it
in.
later.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll put that on Instagram, and that's what we should do. We should put our trivia on it. Anyway, don't matter.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'll post that about if anyone wants to see it. But yeah, we have a Statue of Liberty and we have an alien.
Wow.
That's my trivia.
Excellent.
It's good
Thanks,
fun,
love.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Wonderful.
So my trivia then.
Mm.
Did you know that once upon a time, a polar bear swam in the River Thames?
Oh, I didn't know that.
You did not. Well,
What?
I assumed you did not.
Is there any further context behind
There
this?
is further context.
Excellent.
It's a long, long time ago. So in 1251,
That is a long, long time
long,
ago.
long time
yeah.
ago.
Okay.
Henry III,
Mm.
he was given a polar bear by the King of Norway, and he kept the polar bear in the Tower of London. So, and it had a long chain on it so that it could swim in the River Thames.
Oh, that's a really long chain.
It's a really long chain.
Yeah.
And also kind of sad that it was chained up and
I
it was
know
there
that.
in the first place.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went swimming in the Thames. Hopefully before it was as disgusting as it is now.
I was going to say, I imagine, well, maybe not. Oh, no, it must have been cleaner than it is now, which is
Fur
mad.
not coming out so white as before.
It's
but
mad to think about, innit, that the water back then was probably cleaner than it is nowadays.
even though they didn't have... No, it might have just been a massive sewer.
In the year of our Lord, 2024.
Okay.
That's interesting. I enjoyed that.
There you go.
That was very nice.
Big Bear Boy.
Excellent. Big Bear Boy. That was good fun. I'm not wearing my Taskmaster medal.
Oh, no.
I'm sitting here in my pants, not wearing anything else.
I do feel like we're very oppositely dressed tonight. You're just in pants and I'm in slippers, leggings, top, jumper.
It's usually the other way about.
I'm all cosy.
Well, I just did come back a run, so
You did.
I'm feeling a bit sweaty, but
Done excellent with your running, haven't you, love?
yeah, I think so. I think that kind of segues nicely into what we've been
Yeah.
up to a little bit. Yeah,
You've done 22 days of running
22 days of running,
Wow.
which is good fun, and it's not like super long runs. Like the whole point, again, I think I spoke about it last time, is that I can't run. Or I can run a little bit
You
now.
can now.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I couldn't run the length of myself like a few weeks or months ago, and I thought I'm going to change that. I'm going to run every day. I'm going to aim to run a kilometre every day, which was quite hard for me before. Again, I could hardly run 200-300 metres. And I thought if I can do a kilometre a day in October, then I'll feel quite good. Since then, I've ran my first 5k,
Yeah.
which is excellent.
Really,
I feel
really
really,
good.
really happy. I don't know what came over me that day, just like a nice
Amazing.
second wind, and it must have been like the perfect storm of what I'd eaten and what I hadn't ate, and how I was feeling and how I rested and stretched and all that good stuff. And I sent you a voice note saying, I'm still going.
It's happening.
Yeah, I'm not dead, it's fine. And my goal is to run another one by the end of the month.
Cool.
I thought I was going to do it tonight, but I was just a wee bit too tired. I got to 4.15.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
I'm very impressed. You're doing great.
Thanks, love.
Looking good. You always look good, but looking great.
Excellent, thank you. What else have we been up to?
Well, we went up the road, didn't we?
Well, that was going to be my next bit, but I couldn't remember if we'd done anything before then.
So the weekend before, you had the Friday off for mental health day, that your work gives you the day off.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So you had the Friday, Saturday, Sunday off,
That's right.
obviously.
Did we do anything?
What did we do on the Friday? Did you come to Monkey Music that Friday?
Oh, I did. That was it. That was good fun.
Came to the baby's music class?
Yeah, it was nice to see her like have fun and interact and do silly things, and
Yeah.
because I'd always heard about it over the past like however long she's been going, but yeah, that was really good fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, you'd never seen music class, and now she's actually sort of, she can beat in time a little bit and shake in time a little bit.
She
and,
claps when she's supposed to clap.
yeah,
Well, she's very good at clapping.
yeah.
I don't think
She wanders off and goes and tries and talk to other people
Yeah.
or
We went for lunch twice to the same place.
to the same place.
Yeah, remember we went on Friday and we saw something on the menu.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, they only do that on Saturdays and Sundays, so we'll come back on Sunday. And we came back and like, oh, we don't do that on Sundays.
We don't do that at this time on a Sunday.
Yeah, well, your menu on Friday lied to me then.
Yeah.
So we left and then we went somewhere else, which I can't remember now.
Which you really liked.
Which I did really. Oh, I do remember. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really liked that. Oh,
Yeah,
that was a lovely little brunch
That's our
place.
new favourite, isn't
Oh,
it? So
I
we'll
forgot
be going
about
there
that.
for brunch again.
Oh, that was good fun actually. I enjoyed that. So yeah, it was quite a calm week.
Yeah, quite
I
a
think.
wholesome little week, getting together and stuff for the trip. So
Yeah, that was it. It was like sort of calm before the storm, if you like.
literal storm on the way up to Glasgow.
Yeah, that's fair. And also when we were there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big thing we've been up to is we went up the road. We went back up to Glasgow to see my mum and family and my friends and just have a nice old time.
A nice old Scottish
A
time.
nice old time. We were there from the Wednesday to the Monday morning.
Yep.
Yeah, we got there at decent-ish times. We left a bit later on the Wednesday because I got my times mixed up, but we still made it.
Got there for 2:00 on Wednesday.
You drove all the way up and all the way down. Well done, love.
Yeah.
You done great.
And all the way up was horrendous because it was
Yeah.
torrential rain the
It was
entire way.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. You done great.
And it was about 8 hours of driving
Mm.
and just couldn't see anything for most of it.
No.
It was foggy and wet and dark, and there was lots of lorries spraying water at the car, and it was quite stressful.
But you done very well.
Yeah,
And
and
you
I
got
got
us-
us there.
You got us there safely. Me and the baby felt completely safe the entire time.
Yep, you guys were snoozing. You were very happy.
You paint this as if like you were. I offered to drive and I drove
Oh, you
last
offered
time.
multiple times to
I
drive.
drove last time, so it was only, you
No,
know.
I was redeeming myself from Italy to prove that I am a good driver.
You are a good
and
driver.
I am a bloody good
You're
driver.
a great driver, yes. But no, we got there on a Wednesday, and as per our new sort of tradition, we got a Chinese, which was lovely, because I don't eat the Chinese takeaways down here.
You've had one with me, I think.
Oh
didn't
yeah, but it
you?
wasn't even a
And-
curry, it was like,
And you were so
it was
upset
like
by it.
seaweed
and
bits and all that, and I was like,
has
"Oh,
refused to ever have a Chinese down here again.
I will never, for as long as I live here, to the day that I die, should that be the case, have a Chinese takeaway down here, because they are, sorry, English people, they're rotten.
I'm not going to lie, your Chineses are great.
They're way better. They're not your traditional Chinese. You wouldn't go to
Well,
China.
this is the thing, it is a Scottish Chinese.
Yeah,
you
wouldn't get these dishes in China. Like, it's not that. I think yours is, obviously you get your curries and stuff down here as well, but like, I think
ours might be more authentic, potentially.
Slightly, yeah.
Whereas yours is Glaswegianified.
But it's fantastic.
It's so good.
It's really good. And we had that pretty much over 2 nights because we ordered so much food that we couldn't finish it on the Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a little tradition now, I think.
I think it is, isn't it?
It's quite sweet. I like it.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah.
All right, okay. Oh, that's fine. We ate quite a lot of nice food. We
did.
There,
we
actually.
had
Should we talk about our
brunch
food?
every day.
We did.
Which was wonderful.
We
I
did.
do like a brunch. I think that's probably my new favourite meal.
I think it is as well. And we were chatting to some of my friends about this, and they're also brunch people. I think when you hit your 30s, like, brunch becomes a de facto meal that people meet up for and have a nice time at.
Especially once you have kids and stuff and you can't go out for dinners as much. So
yeah, exactly.
Brunch it is.
So on the Thursday, we went to Cafe Strange Brew.
So good.
In the south side, any Glaswegians that are familiar, it's fantastic. It's been there for many years, but I'd never been before.
Yeah, and a few of your friends had recommended
a couple of them had been, and I'd always wanted to go because I just heard good things about it and whatever. But we finally made it, and yeah, it was fantastic. It was so good.
Stornoway Stack. If you're going, Stornoway Stack was unbelievable.
Yeah, the rest of the menu looked good, but that was a good bit of kit.
And it was so much food, and it was
very cheap,
very reasonably
for
priced
what it was. Yeah, we had lovely coffees, and yeah, it was tons of. It was big plates actually. Yeah.
Baby accidentally ate chili jam.
She seemed alright.
Yeah, didn't seem to mind. Made a funny face, and then
she firmed it.
Yeah.
I believe that's what they say now.
Those kids, eh?
Yeah. And then on Friday, what did we? Oh, we went to Tribeca.
Tribeca,
in the West End, which wasn't as good, but I enjoyed it still. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, but not as good as Cafe Strange Brew.
Yeah, it was an American style diner, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Had pancakes, and I had pancakes, bacon, sausage, hash browns, eggs, maple syrup.
Yeah, I had the exact same, but I had brioche French toast.
Yeah.
Instead of pancakes. I'd been to it before, but many years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good, but again, not as good. I think Cafe Strange Brew set the bar quite high.
It really did.
And I can't remember where we went on Saturday, but I'm sure we went.
We must have had another brunch.
Oh, we went to Mesa.
Oh,
was that?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Mesa, which is actually not anymore. I thought it was, but it was up until just Friday there.
Yeah.
Owned by the same people as Cafe Strange Brew.
And now it's changed hands.
The day after we went, or the day before we went, sorry, it changed over, which is mad.
Yeah.
But very similar-ish food, but I had a lovely morning roll. That was good.
I had an Italian sausage sandwich, which was nice.
That was very good.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what we did on Sunday. Oh, we just went to my friend's house. We never actually.
You made us
just a piece of
square sausage and Morton roll.
Yeah, well done.
Crispy Morton roll.
It was a Morton roll. Well done. Yeah. Okay,
I know,
fair enough. Okay, fair enough. But we ate lots of good food.
We did.
I think that might have been one of the highlights of the trip, I think.
And the baby came along with us to all of them.
She did. I've wrote that down for what the baby's been up to,
Yeah.
so we can chat about that. Okay, if you want.
And what else did we do? We went to Pollock Park and saw some coos.
We did. We saw some Highland coos, which was nice.
Quite a lot of Highland coos.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Started raining on us a bit.
Quite a bit, yeah. But Pollock Park's quite nice. I'd never been before, but it's quite big. It's quite nice. We went to the Burrow Collection, which is also very bougie and nice.
Yeah, that was cool. We saw a fairy village in there.
A little bit. That was cute. I liked that.
Fairy village garden thing.
And we saw the vegetable patch thing as well. That was fun. I really liked that.
Yeah.
Actually, that was
decided
good.
that we need a vegetable patch for whenever we can have the space for a vegetable patch.
Yeah, I mean, we need the space. We need the patch first.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll put vegetables
then we'll have
in
the
it.
vegetables.
Yeah. But no, that was good fun. That was a good day. It was all good days, but that was a good day.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Good.
Then you went out on the Friday without me.
I did go out without
You went out in the big bad city without me.
Very strange. Not
with one of my friends.
Yeah, barely left the house in Glasgow without you, and then I went out on my own.
Yeah, it was me and the baby.
It was my best friend's just moved up there.
Yeah.
So went out with her and another friend and one of your pals, who is also one of my pals now.
Yeah, of course.
And we had dinner, and then the girls went for drinks and stuff, and it was good fun.
Yeah, I just sat in.
Got yourself a takeaway, looked after the baby.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it was a good night.
It's quite good.
And you went to the football on the Saturday?
I did. I went to the Celtic game, which
very
was
last minute.
It was a bit last minute because we semi-planned the weekend around it because I said 2 months ago, if we go up, I want to go to the Celtic game.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't been in about a year and a bit. I've not been to a game in.
Yeah.
So that was fine. Couldn't get a ticket. Never got a ticket on general sale. And then it was my own fault. I was getting a bit moody because I got my timings. I never ran early enough, and then we went for brunch, and I thought I don't have time to run, change, try and get a ticket, go to the game, and then go out because we were going out that night. But somehow I managed to make it work, and I thought I'm just going to go down to the game, the stadium. I'm going to hold my money in the air, and then just as I was holding it in the air, this wee old woman came up to me. She's like, "Do you want a ticket for the game, son?"
All right.
She was kind of like that. Not as old as that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm looking for a ticket.
What if she listens? She can't be that old.
No, she wasn't that old. She was like 60 odd or something. And then she gave me her pal's season ticket for 25 of Great British pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was funny though, because the whole time you were panicking, oh, I don't have time. And I was going, why don't you just go down and why don't you just go and try and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't have time. I've got to run and da, da, da. I was like, well, your run takes 5 minutes. And then you just shower and get changed and go. And yeah, you had plenty of time, I think.
In the end, I had plenty of time,
Yeah.
and it was fine. And I got it done, and I enjoyed myself. Mm-hmm. It was really good fun. It was a good day for it, actually, to be fair. It was quite nice. So that was good. And then we went out with my friends on the Saturday night. That was
And
good.
my friends.
Yes, and your friends as well. There was a big group of 10 of us or something, which was quite nice. As you get older, you kind of appreciate those things, or at least I'm learning to appreciate them.
Yeah.
Because before, as
Or
we know...
being able to get everyone together kind of thing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
as we've discussed before, like, I don't know if it is just unique to our respective friend groups or if it's a Scotland-England thing, but like when I was growing up, it was very much just me and the boys.
Yeah, you don't mix
Just
genders as
just
much.
me and the lads. And like, it's not that we don't have friends that are girls, but like, well, I told you, like, Scotland and especially Glasgow's small enough that everyone just kind of knew everyone at my school anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you would end up bumping into people that you knew because there wasn't
Yeah, but you didn't.
infinite places to go. But yeah, in my group chat, for example, it's just me and the boys.
But as far as I'm concerned, you don't have any friends that are girls.
I wouldn't say so, no.
As far as I'm like, I wouldn't say so. And then
Not-
obviously, like, you're friends with their girlfriends.
Yeah, not close friends. Like, I would
Yeah.
never text one of them on, like, to see, oh, what you up to, or,
Yeah.
you know, or go for brunch or anything.
Whereas in London, it's quite normal to have a mixed group of friends and you all.
But see, this is where I question, like, if it is just happened to be the way that my friend group is formed,
Yeah.
or if, and it is quite normal up the road as well, and we just haven't, circumstance hasn't
Yeah, like
exposed us to that, you know. I'm confident there's mixed friend group up. There has to
Oh,
be.
there must be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course
yeah.
there is.
Yeah.
But at least in my little corner of the world, that just really
You
wasn't.
kind of
the
went to boys
case.
and girls.
Yeah, but again, like
Groups,
when
yeah.
I think it stemmed from school because, like, again, everyone in my year knew everyone,
Yeah.
and then if you were going to a party, you'd go with your friends,
Yeah.
i.e. the boys, but the rest of the school year would be there anyway.
And and it's not like you're not friends with people.
Yeah, you wouldn't
it's just
ignore
that-
them.
Yeah.
If you were out and you bumped into them, you go, "Oh, get a drink or whatever," but
Yeah.
I wouldn't go, "Oh, you coming out tonight?" It'd just be like, "If happened."
They're going to be there if
Yes.
they want to be there kind of thing. Yeah.
But anyway, my point is, it's quite nice just to follow your sort of culture of you as a person. I mean,
Yeah.
to say, like, okay, let's get the boys out, let's get the partners out, let's get the extended friends out, let's have a lovely time.
Yeah.
We'll go for food and we'll have some drinks, and then we'll walk up the road. And then it was quite nice.
Yeah.
I thoroughly
That was
enjoyed
nice.
it. And it's quite nice that it seems to happen every time you and I go up, which is good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm quite happy about that as well. But yeah, we've done quite a lot in Glasgow, which is good. I suppose we can... Sorry, do you have anything else to add
No.
to the
Oh.
Glasgow specific thing?
The Glasgow specific.
Because I was going to say me segue into what the baby's been doing / how she was in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the most part...
Oh,
she...
no, wait, I did have something.
Oh, sorry, Matt. Well, I'll stop.
On the way back down from Glasgow, a weird thing happened.
Oh,
Um,
yes. I forgot.
Driving.
Yeah.
We got to about 2 hours away from home, and we were going to pull into a services anyway, but about maybe 2 miles before we were pulling into the services, a fleet of Vauxhalls joined us on the motorway, and they had come in off a slip road, and it just so happened there was something like 5 rose gold Vauxhalls and then maybe 3 blue navy-ish Vauxhalls, and they had Should we continue this after we got the baby?
Yeah, apologies everyone. I think the baby's getting up. We'll be back momentarily. Okay, we're back. The issues of having a hit runaway podcast and a baby is it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
But we're back. Sorry, love, what were you saying before the baby rudely interrupted?
So, yes, as a fleet of Vauxhalls came onto the motorway, and I was obviously just going along, and they happened to come, some in front of me and some behind me, about two in front and 6 behind. And then one of them overtook me and came in front, so there was 3 in front and 5 behind. And we were sort of thinking, this is strange, having exactly the same models of car in very specific and rare colouring just on the motorway with us, and they seemed very in formation and very coordinated. And then we came off at Warwick Services, but they also came off, so they would obviously indicated to come off first, and then I came off as well, and they decided to go down the HGV lane and we came off in the car lane. So I left the convoy. They didn't seem to care, but whatever.
The convoy.
And then they carried on down the HGV lane, never got out, and continued straight onto the motorway. And it just seemed straight back onto the motorway, and it seemed as though I was the problem, and they needed to do this and let me veer off and then resume their convoy without any strange people in it.
It was very bizarre. And then as we pulled into the service station, there was like 4 police cars with their sirens on, sitting at the truck stop. We're like, what have we drove into?
Yeah, like, what is going on here? Why have we picked this services? There's something crazy happening.
But yeah, they went off just as quickly as they came on, and
yeah, they didn't stop at all. So they were obviously just trying to get rid of me and didn't want to be doing lots of overtaking and things like that. So then what I was going to tell you earlier, but that I would save to the podcast, I was telling my parents about this and decided to look it up. And actually, all of the cars that we saw are not on sale yet.
Oh.
So you can only register your interest in them.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if they were being moved from one place to another and sort of needed to stay in convoy for, I don't know, insurance or safety or whatever, because they don't exist yet.
That's quite interesting, actually, because it was a very bizarre turn of events.
It was so weird. And because I think also because just the colouring of the cars.
It was very unique. I'd never seen it before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forgot all about that, to be honest. That was very interesting, to be fair. I hope they made it to where they had to go.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what was going on, but...
Yeah. I hope the people that have registered their interest get their car.
Yeah. Maybe they were going, somewhere special to be picked up.
Yeah.
Well,
we did kind of chat about that. We thought, maybe there's like a Vauxhall lot nearby or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I completely forgot all about that.
Yeah.
That was very interesting.
Good times.
Shall we chat about the baby?
Baby!
What's she been doing? What's she been up to? Well, generally, she was quite good in Glasgow, because we were a bit worried that she was going to be, because she was been sleeping really good before we went up, like almost through the night every night for a week or so.
Yeah,
which
we
was
were
good.
getting sort of 13-hour nights, which
it
was
mad.
Wonderful.
And we were like, oh, well, my mum had a travel cot up there, but we don't go up regularly, so she was
too big.
So we thought we'll take the pen up, like the playpen.
Please clarify that.
Like the fun playpen that she loves.
Yeah.
We'll take that out because it's bigger and it's deep enough, and we'll buy like a little mattress for it.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, she's not going to do it. She's not going to hate it. She's blah, blah, blah. But she was fine.
She did pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't getting 13-hour nights,
No.
but we weren't expecting to. Really.
No, she got up once or twice throughout the night, every night. But considering what we were worried about, I think she done all right,
Yeah,
to be fair.
definitely.
I thought she was going to be up for it. Well, she wasn't going to settle. She was up 6, 7, 8 times. I was
Yeah.
worried about it.
I think she found it a bit interesting, didn't she? So she did some exploring and stuff, but
Yeah.
she always does some exploring, so...
Exactly. But no, she done very well. She was very good on the way up and the way down.
So good.
She's wonderful in the car.
Yeah, as long as you're giving her snacks constantly.
Oh yeah, well I was sitting in the back feeding her porridge and giving her genuinely umpteen amount of snacks. Which isn't the norm, but yeah.
But useful for
an
an 8-hour car
the
journey.
circumstances, and then try to entertain her with all these toys and stuff. But generally, she was very, very good.
Yeah.
She has been a little bit naughty though.
She is.
At dinner
She's
time
getting
specifically.
a little bit cheeky.
She's getting a wee bit cheeky, and I know we kind of spoke about it just ourselves a little bit, but we feel like, we take it out, especially over the last week or so when we had lunch twice last week and we've been with her every day since Wednesday, like eating wise. She just starts to get very noisy and very, very messy.
Sort of uncharacteristically so,
Yes.
whereas in the house she behaves better.
Yeah, she's a baby. I know she's going to be messy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean that. Like, she's a baby. She's going to be messy. She doesn't understand. She's having fun. I get that.
Yeah.
But it is very uncharacteristically.
Which I think is why it caught us off guard
a little
quite a bit.
Yeah, to the point where she's like, in some occasions, just squealing.
Yeah.
But she's not upset. Or like, she's not crying. She's just.
But it's also not happy squealing. It's just
It's
screaming.
just noise. It's
Yeah.
just like really high pitched noise, and the loudest she can possibly go.
Yeah, and when she would normally be eating
Yeah.
quite happily, and she hadn't been. And yeah, I think it was just a bit of a shock, wasn't it?
A little bit, and she's like, obviously she's trying to eat everything at the minute. She's a very good eater, to be fair to her.
Yeah, very good.
But like, and again, I'm trying to always tell myself she's a baby. She's not even 1 yet. You need to keep this in check. But obviously she doesn't know what no means.
Yeah.
So she'll reach and she'll go like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'll go, right, no, that's mine, or you can't have any more. And then she'll just make a noise because I haven't given her it.
Yes.
And it's like,
there's no reasoning because there's no comprehension, which
yeah,
makes
she doesn't.
sense.
So that's why I was saying to like some of my friends, as soon as I know it's not as easy as this, but as soon as she learns what no means, and she can tell us what's wrong with her in the most simplistic terms, that's it, finished. We're all good. Everyone will be fine after that.
Yeah, we still got a while for that though.
I know, but like I just need her to learn no. Because like she stands up at the TV and smacks the TV now.
Yeah.
As well, that's
Which
also
is
something.
also not fun.
She's lovely. Like,
No, it's a developmental change, isn't it?
It is, of
and I
course
think
it is.
she's just learning what her boundaries are and whether she can push them or not. So then now we're in a weird stage of parenting. I guess maybe one of the stages where you actually have to start properly parenting.
yeah, I mean, you need to-
Because now we're sort of like disciplining her.
yeah, and
but-
it feels weird to say you're disciplining an 11-month-old
Yeah.
because she's an 11 months. She can't even walk yet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you kind of need to teach her like, no, that's not right. You can't do that.
So this is the conversation we've been having of
Yeah, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to break something. You're going to do anything else in between. But it's quite hard to convey that message because she doesn't understand a single word of English.
No, and she seems to think it's quite funny.
Well, yeah, see, that's the thing as well. So, like, I told you this, like, whenever, like, she's been a bit naughty, like, if I'm giving her breakfast or whatever, and
Yeah.
she's, like, feeling a bit rambunctious.
Nice.
Nice. I'll try and be quite stern with her. Not shout or, like, tell her off, but, like, have a very...
Use your stern voice.
A very calm voice, a very straight face, and go, no. Maybe, like, touch her hand gently, like, no. And then she just laughs at me.
Well, see, this is funny because I was listening back to the podcast and probably about a month and a half ago,
Yeah.
you were saying a similar thing.
Okay.
But you were saying it's really funny and I laugh because it's so funny.
It is funny.
And now we've got to the point where we're like, this might be an
Yeah.
issue. We should probably start addressing it properly
Yeah.
and trying not to laugh. Because, but then, I feel like she does understand what she's doing to an extent.
I think sometimes she does.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes she just reacts or acts a certain way and you go, right, you know what I'm talking about and you know that you shouldn't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, again, I do remind myself, she's a baby. She
Yeah.
can't walk, she can't talk, she doesn't know what's going on. Just have a bit more patience and it'll come in time.
And it's one of those things though, isn't it, where obviously we went for a lunch and you're like, oh, this is really annoying because she's grabbing you with her grubby hand, she's screaming, she's blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, she was getting my
Yeah.
jumper all
Yeah.
past or something, which I know is stupid, but it was annoying me and I was like,
But then for me, this wasn't a new territory.
Yeah.
This had happened and I was sort of like, this is interesting because,
yeah.
you're not used to it.
I know.
And that's totally fine. That's the way our family works and how we set it up. So that's as it's supposed to be. But yeah, I mean, part of me is like, it is nice that you see what else goes on sometimes. Because I feel like a lot of the time you see like the happy bit and I'm in here just playing with the baby and it's lovely and da-da-da. So yeah, sometimes it's nice for you to sort of
Were
see.
you sitting across the table like, enjoy your brunch, you bastards?
I sat you there
Yeah.
on purpose.
Oh, sure, the baby sitting
I
beside you.
can't reach the baby.
I'm enjoying my eggs, Benny. Oh, I see. No, it's fine. I understand. But I feel like, I'm not saying parenting's been easy. It's not. It's been tough. But like our baby's been, quite biased. She's been wonderful since the womb.
Yeah, she's a wonderful, fantastic.
Oh, she's
baby.
fantastic. She's, a wonderful little person. But I feel like this is her first proper challenge.
And you know what a lot of people said to us as well? The fact that my
Yeah.
pregnancy was fairly good and she's been so cherub-esque.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, you know what that means?
My cousin said it as well, I think.
Yeah, you're going to have a hellish child when she can be a child or whatever.
I don't think that's going to be the case, but there
Hopefully not.
are some signs. Maybe she's having a terrible 11's ease.
Or maybe it's just, developmental changes and
Exactly.
stuff. And
Again, as soon as she learns the word no, and she can say, I'm hungry, I've shat myself, I'm tired, or I'm bored. That's it.
then we can deal with it. We can sort
Anything
it
else
out.
I can go, right, what is it that's wrong with you? Okay, let's have
But
some...
it's all guesswork, isn't
Yeah.
it? Which is-
Well, that's it. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you go, oh, she just wants a more bottle, and she'll slap it in my hand because she's full.
yeah.
But yeah.
But then we were having chats of maybe the timings are wrong and things like that. And then that last brunch we went earlier and she was perfectly fine through that meal. So maybe
Yeah.
it's that by the time we were sitting down,
Yeah.
she
maybe.
was too hungry or tired or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was stressing her out. So we just got to have lunch at 11:30 every day.
Brilliant. But again,
Good, we like brunches, eh?
yeah. Again, she's wonderful and we love her dearly, obviously.
Obviously.
But yeah, we're getting to that stage where it's like, oh, this is actually our first proper hurdle that we might need to discipline slightly or, invoke values onto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just remembered something about Glasgow. We took the baby to our first soft play,
Ah.
or like our first proper soft play, I would say. You took her to Jamboree before, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But it was very much smaller children, whereas this had
14-year-olds
yeah,
in some
a
occasions.
whole variety.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people. But we took her to a soft play in Kelvin Hall in Glasgow. If you've not been, by the way, if you're a Glaswegian resident and you have kids, go to Kelvin Hall. It's fantastic.
It was so good.
It's like part of the Glasgow club thing. They've got tons of. They've got the gym and like a library, but they've got a big soft play. It's free for under 1-year-olds, and it costs us a pound each.
A pound each.
A pound each,
A pound per parent.
and we could get in and have fun as well. So it was really good fun.
We really liked the soft
I was going
play.
down the slide. I went all the way to the top.
You did?
Well, that little bit. But she loved it, and like I think she was one of maybe 2 babies that couldn't walk fully, if not the only baby.
Yeah.
But she didn't care. She was like getting involved, and she was crawling about, and she was
Yeah.
maybe slightly hesitant, but at first,
Yeah, a bit subdued at first, and then she sort of susses it out and
yeah,
gets involved, and yeah, it's quite funny watching her trying to get involved with children that, well, some of them were taller than me. Like,
yeah. Some of them were obviously there. Like, there was a couple of boys there that were there with like maybe their younger siblings, so
Yeah.
they were going in. But at first, I didn't know that, and I was like,
what are you doing?
"You should be drinking. What are you doing? You should be out with your pals getting steaming. What are you doing here?" But I suppose like having things like that is the point.
Yeah, and it was sort of sectioned. The soft play had recommended areas for ages,
Yeah.
but obviously if you've come with a 2-year-old and a 10-year-old and a whatever, then
Yeah.
they're just all over the place. So
There was that wee guy taking it so seriously, had his top off, running up and down. He's like, I'm getting through this.
yeah,
But we took her in the ball pit, we took her down the slides.
Yeah.
She was crawling about. She had a lovely time.
She had a
I had a
really good
lovely
time.
time as well. And that's, yeah, again, if you're in Glasgow, you've got a kid, Kelvin Hall is...
it was so good.
Yeah.
And then there's a clip and climb next to it, which obviously she was too small for.
Oh, but that looked great.
it looked so good.
That
Climbing
looked
walls and
yeah,
stuff.
that looked
which
really,
we'll
even for adults and stuff, that looked fantastic.
definitely do once she's big enough.
Oh yeah, next time we go back up, I would like
Yeah.
to take her. Like, because I think next time we go up, she'll be walking at that point, so she should be able to handle herself a bit better.
You think she's going to go on a climbing wall?
No, I think she'll be walking,
Yeah.
so she can go into the soft play.
Oh, you want to soft play
I'm
again?
not, I'm not going to put her on the clip and climb. I
I
can't
was like,
clip
she
and
might
climb.
have been walking for like a few weeks. You're like, on the wall.
No, not at all. That's just something I forgot about.
Yeah,
that she's
fair.
done. I've wrote down 2 other things here that the baby's been up to that I've observed in my
Go
time
on.
with her over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So actually, it's only one.
You sound like you're doing her general assessment or something.
Yes. I think, and I don't know if she does this with you, she 110% does this with me. I think, or believe, or know that the baby purposely squeezes food out of her mouth just so she can put it in her hands and squeeze it together.
Yeah, definitely.
That, like, because I'll be feeding her porridge. Like, you can't handle porridge, it's breakfast, it's goopy.
Right.
So I'll spoon it in her mouth and she'll go,
She can definitely handle it.
and she'll smoosh it. And I'll go, what are you doing? I put that on a spoon for a reason. Like, and she's been doing it at breakfast and she's been doing it in the car on the way up. And I was like, obviously this is not new to you.
No.
Okay, fair. But I thought that's very fun. Nay, but also not funny.
So she hasn't done that to you before the last couple of weeks?
Well, maybe once or twice, but I've not really thought about it
Yeah.
until it became a bit of a pattern. Obviously, I've had quite a bit of time off over the past 2 weeks, so I've been there a lot more.
And you've done a lot of breakfasts as well, whereas I don't think it matters so much with the lunches and dinners.
No, because she feeds,
hands in anyway.
she feeds herself. Like, that's fine. Maybe it is specifically breakfast stuff where I'm like, you can't handle the porridge because it's too warm or whatever. Or she can, but I feel like it's too much. Like, it's too messy.
Yeah.
So I always feed her it, but purposely, I know she does. She'll squeeze it out her pursed lips and mush it between her fingers, and
you love it.
It creeps me out.
So you might not appreciate this, but sometimes if I'm giving her breakfast, she'll take it from the spoon fine, and then she'll get a bit bored or she won't want to have it off the spoon anymore. So then I just put it on the table and she eats it like that.
Do you actually? I mean, I don't mind. Like, I mean, whatever she wants to do, but
it gets her to eat some more.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
fine.
okay, let's switch this up. But...
And the last little thing, sorry, about Glasgow that I wrote here, it's not really about the baby, but Semi, and I've already told you this, but I just thought it was funny. One of the days that I was out running, there was a man running in the park with a buggy. He was running full pelt, going so quick, and his kid, who was no older than Ella, was just fast asleep, starfished in this thing. And this guy was going for it. He was running really, really quickly, and the kid didn't even bat an eyelid.
I bet he's been doing it since he was tiny.
Yeah, and he's just used
like,
to it.
oh yeah, this is my nap time.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're going to run, here we go. I just thought that was so bizarre.
I think that's so funny.
I mean, obviously it works for them, and it works for
Yeah.
the guy, and it works for the kid, and the kid was obviously sleeping, so he's happy.
Yeah.
Unless he was just like passed out with G-force. But I just thought that was so bizarre that I wanted to mention it.
Why is it bizarre though? Like people, yeah.
It's like those people that
I guess you don't see many people running with their
I don't
buggies, but
no.
there are buggies specifically made for it.
Yeah. It's like those people that we spoke about before that cycle down the road with 4 kids in a basket in the front of their bike.
You don't like that,
I
do
hate
you?
that. That'd be grim. What happens if a car swipes that?
Don't. No,
Like,
no.
No, I know. It's like it's so dangerous in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, it's used for minimal travels. Like they're just going to school and back.
I see people on the roads and I'm like, that's very unhealthy. Not unhealthy, that's very unsafe.
Well, they're sold, so they must be.
Well, obviously, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
cyclists out there, I suppose.
And I think less dangerous than a cyclist because they're quite big and
Yeah, I suppose.
obvious.
Maybe I'm just
Yeah.
being a bit better.
Yeah, I think you just
Perhaps.
don't like having to overtake them in the car.
Maybe. And can I tell you one final thing about Glasgow before we move on to our fun little bits?
Fun little bits. Go
Yeah.
on.
Sorry, unless you've got more bits.
I ain't got more
But I
bits.
thought this was very funny and it kind of summed up Glasgow for me.
Okay.
So the first day that we went up, I went out my run and I posted on Instagram, like, oh, it's really nice to be home. Like, just a nice picture of the park. And it
Yeah.
was nice to be home. I really appreciated being in that moment. And I was like, it's nice being back, where I grew up. It's lovely here.
Yeah.
As soon as I posted that, I immediately stood in dog shit. And obviously I didn't notice until I got home, but it
Yeah.
must have happened after that point.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's so funny. Like, I'm like, oh, look how
Oh,
lovely.
wow, wonderful
so
Glasgow.
Good. Oh, mate, oh, look at the leaves, the autumn, it's brilliant.
Dog poo everywhere.
Stood in a fucking massive dog shit.
Nice.
I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juxtaposition.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't get that down here, not in lovely London.
Yes, you fucking would. Not.
I'm sorry, you've run 22 days this month. Once you've stepped in mess and it wasn't here, was
Fair.
it?
Do you know what? Fair. Okay. I don't have anything else.
I don't have
Other than
anything
my
else
fun
about
little
what we're
bits.
up to.
Yeah. I think that kind of covers everything that we've been up to. Overall, I really enjoyed my time up the road. Again, more elements were stressful. but for the most part, it was a net positive, I would say.
I would agree.
Nice.
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. We'll be back.
Yeah. I didn't think we were like trialing it for whether we go back or not.
We'll be back. Do you have fun little bits?
I have fun little bits.
You normally have more fun little bits than I do. I know I was going to bring some hypotheticals this week, and I swear I saved some.
But you don't know where they are.
They're not there. So I do have a backup,
Okay.
which are some fun dad jokes.
Classic.
Yeah, I thought they were fun.
Yeah.
Now, these aren't jokes that I've came up with.
Yeah.
They're jokes that I've saw on Reddit. And my new game is try and guess the punchline.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My winning record is quite poor, but I have guessed a couple. But that's only a bit from me, and I've got 5 jokes. Do you want to go first, or?
Well, I've got a couple of discussion points.
Okay.
3 discussion points. Which I'll do first.
Okay, hit me with these fun discussion points.
So the first one was obviously last time we talked about the auditory narrator and having the voice in your head.
Oh, yeah.
And then I thought afterwards, people without that, do they not overthink anything? Like, you know, when you start overthinking and you get yourself into a little hole and stuff like that, do they not do that because they don't have the voice to like argue with themselves with?
No, I don't think it's quite like that. From no experience or professional understanding of what's going on. I imagine they still have thought. Obviously, they still have thought.
I just can't comprehend how they have thought without thinking the thought.
I can't comprehend it either, if I'm completely honest with you. But I imagine they still have. They have thought. They're conscious beings. Like obviously they do, and they obviously think about what they're doing and what's going on or whatever. It might not be.
But do you think they spiral as much as the people that have?
I imagine it's a similar process, maybe just not the exact same. I don't imagine people that don't have an auditor just never get stressed. I don't think that. I don't think it. Maybe it does. Again, I'm not a thought doctor, but
no. But I think stress is different. Like I feel like they could still get stressed.
Well, maybe not.
But I'm thinking like because in my head, say I was annoyed at you for something. In my head, I would then have multiple conversations with you. Of like what the outcomes could
You've
be,
never
or
been annoyed
whatever.
at me.
No, I haven't. No,
What are you talking
never.
about?
No.
No, that's a poor example. That.
Sorry, it's just a common thing for other people because I would never be annoyed at you.
Imperfect couples.
But you know what I mean?
No,
like,
I know exactly
you prepare
what you mean,
for a serious conversation or an argument or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you've had one and then you replay it.
Yeah.
Or
When you're in the shower, and
do
you're
different
like,
outcomes.
Should I
And
said that to
yeah,
her, 'cause-
that's a brilliant comeback.
Next time. I don't imagine. Obviously, they don't have whatever the thought narrator.
Yeah.
But I imagine they do have a process where they think they don't. Again, I don't know, but if I was that person who didn't have an audit, I had 2 like big meetings today, big presentations.
Yeah.
I would be aware that I've got them, and I'd be thinking about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Factually, maybe I don't know. And I imagine like I would have the same sort of worries, like, oh, I need to do this and make sure I've got that and whatever.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'd think, oh, what happens if I don't? I don't know. You know
Guys,
what I mean?
we need some answers on
Yeah.
this because we obviously don't have the answers.
No, we don't have the answers, but I imagine there is a process in their mind that works the same way. It's just not
Yeah.
internally spoken out loud.
Yeah.
It has to be. It doesn't make sense otherwise.
No.
Yeah.
Madness. Okay, then the other thing was I saw a tweet or something and it said fathers to be, but I'm going to put it to you.
Okay.
Fathers to be, you have to do 5 push-ups for every contraction that your wife is in labour.
I could do that.
I don't think you could even do 1 push-up for every contraction I had.
That's horse shit. Of course I could.
You're telling me, as in like, in the moment, as in not that you could... So I had contractions for 3 days straight.
Yeah, like every 6 minutes.
And then it sped up.
I could do that.
You reckon you could do 5 push-ups every 6 minutes for
So-
3 days?
Yeah, so like if you're like, oh, I'm having a contraction, right, I go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Then wait. Like I don't need to do the push-ups for the length of the contraction.
No.
Just when one happens, that's my cue to do my 5 push-ups.
Yes.
I could do that. I couldn't do it for the length of the contraction because they were long.
I see.
But yeah, I could whack out 5 every with 6 minutes rest in between. Think
For
about
3 days.
Think about the workouts. Obviously, not when I'm sleeping in that, but like,
Well, I didn't get to sleep.
oh well. But think about like the workouts you do. They're very intense. Whatever you go, right? Okay, I've got a minute of rest here, or whatever,
Yeah.
and then that gives you enough energy to do a fucking mad set. 5 push-up. 5.
5. I can't even do
Do you think I'm that scrawny?
a push-up now.
I'm not doing a push-up now. I'm in my pants.
But I couldn't.
5.
Like, I find it hard to do push-ups themselves. Like,
I could do 5 push-ups. I could do 20 push-ups. Not every time. Like, I can do 20 push-ups, everyone.
I'm so sorry I judged your push-up
The answer to your
ability.
question is yes, no problem.
Okay.
We'll,
I think we should test this
We'll
one
try it
day.
next time.
You book some annual leave, at least
I'm not
3
booking
days.
annual leave for fucking push-ups.
At least 3 days, and I'll time you. We'll stay up for 3
Do you know
days
what?
straight.
No, do you know what? We won't do 3 days straight, but like over the next couple of days, over the weekend, we'll go, right, okay, we're going to sit about and watch, I don't know, something. Let's put a timer on.
You're not allowed on the sofa. You have to do push-ups.
I don't mind doing that. Do you know what? I'd be more than happy to do that between now and next time, and we can set like a couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah?
Cool. I'm
We all right
in.
with that?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, okay. We'll report back next time, everyone.
That did not go as planned.
No, it didn't, did it? And you're going to come back in 2 weeks' time and go, oh, he done them really well, guys. He actually done 6 every 6 minutes.
We'll see.
Mm.
I think you'll get tired.
I'm not saying I won't get tired, but I think 6 minutes rest between 5 push-ups is too much.
Also, really unhelpful if you're actually doing that in the labour room whilst your wife is in labour. By
Yeah,
the
can you
way,
imagine?
don't try this
I'm
in
doing
the
my
labour
push-ups.
ward.
Sorry.
Can you help me with my breathing? Sorry, push-ups.
Yeah, you know you set this challenge. Push it out yourself. Sorry, did you have a third discussion point that you want me to completely shit all over?
Funny you say that actually, because it's about loo roll.
Alright, okay, here we go.
Specifically our loo roll,
Alright.
because something weird was happening that has never happened before. Before we went on holiday,
Yeah.
I was going to the bathroom and the loo roll was ripped not along the perforations multiple times, and it definitely wasn't me because that was bloody chaos.
Right, okay.
So I'm wondering how set you are on ripping on the perforations.
Fuck off. I live by the perforations.
This is what I thought.
You think I don't live by the perforations?
You as a person, in my mind, would live by all the
I do
perforations.
live by the
But I do too. So
No,
how is this happening?
Not
the
to talk
toilet roll?
about loo habits, but I rip along the perforations and I fold based on the squares.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
that's
rip
the
half.
neat way to do
That's
it.
a maniac's way of ripping loo roll.
Yeah. So how is it happening in the house?
Maybe once or twice unconsciously it's happened to me, perhaps.
Okay.
But 99% of the time I would say I am very conscious about how I rip the toilet roll. Mm-hmm. Did we have any guests? We did. We had your friends up beforehand. Maybe it was one of them.
Oh.
Mm.
No, but it was in the ensuite and nobody really uses
Oh
the
no, that's
ensuite.
true. To be fair, yeah. Well, we'll chalk it down to me being.
Because I haven't noticed
Unaware.
it since, and I haven't noticed it before, just for like a week or so.
Yeah.
Maybe you were very tired.
Maybe I was shit. Maybe it was you in the night. You go to the ensuite in the night.
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm glad we didn't settle that at all.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was good fun. Do you have any more fun little bits?
I've got more tidbits.
Oh, shall I do my bits and then we'll end on your
Yeah,
bits?
you do yours and I'll do mine.
Okay, cool. So these are 5 dad jokes that I've really enjoyed over the past week or so.
Right.
The more that I interact with them, the algorithm feeds me more. So my
Classic,
Reddit is just all
yeah.
dad jokes and hypotheticals at the minute. But it hasn't saved any of my hypotheticals. So these are 5 dad jokes. Now, I will admit, I never guessed any of these punchlines. Again, my winning record is quite low. I'm not going to beat about the bush. But a lot of these I've quite enjoyed,
Okay.
to be honest.
Cool.
So I've only got 5, so this will be quite short. But first one, you ready?
Ready.
You can see if you can see where it's going.
Yeah.
Yep. People are usually shocked that I have a police record. Sorry, I did guess this one. I did.
People are usually shocked to have a police record, and it's a dad joke. Is it about Sting?
Yeah. I don't know why they made some pretty good music.
Yeah.
So I guess this thing is.
Don't know how I feel
He never
about-
mentions thing battles. That's clearly about the band.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't know how I feel about you getting even more dad
worry
joke
about it.
material.
listen, it's fine. She's gonna love it. A dragon would never explode.
A dragon would never explode.
But a dino might.
Hey!
It's good fun, isn't it? I didn't get that one.
No, I didn't either.
No, I know you didn't.
No.
We'll sit in silence for 40 minutes, everyone. I've edited that right down to a few seconds.
Oh,
It
okay.
was really awkward. I've had
40
dinner
minutes.
since. I enjoyed this one. This one was good. Why should you only serve eggs Benedict, which I'm now a fan of, by the way? Why should you only serve eggs Benedict on a chrome-plated dish?
Eggs Benedict on a chrome-plated dish.
You'll not get this one.
Because the hollandaise something or other.
No. There's no plate like chrome for the hollandaise.
There's no plate like chrome for the hollandaise.
It's like there's no place like home for the holidays.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know the end of that phrase was for the holidays.
It's not like the Wizard of Oz, but
Right.
people sometimes say, "Oh, there's no place like home for drive home." Damn.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
Learned two things.
Well, that was my favourite, but that went down like a fucking sack of potatoes, so that's fine. It was like that time I played that game and you were like, what fucking is this game all about? Get this.
I knew you were going to bring that
Yeah.
up.
Which you did admit your fault with, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What's green, has 4 legs and could kill you if it fell out a tree?
What's green, has 4 legs and can kill you if it fell out a tree? A painted toddler.
A pool table.
Fair. It's not wrong.
No, it's not wrong. I enjoyed that one. That one was good fun. And the last one here. David Hasselhoff has changed his name to David Hoff. It's less hassle that way.
That's the worst.
No, that was good. That one's good.
In the worst kind of way.
No, it's brilliant. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was
I
good
really
fun.
enjoyed that. It was good fun. Let us know, the listeners at home, if you got any of the punchlines. I know I delivered them quite quick, but if you're
There's a few dads listening. If you've
Yeah.
got any excellent dad jokes for...
and if not, there you go. You can keep them in the bank for when you need them. That's
if you're a dad to be, make sure you
well,
write those
well,
down.
there you go. Yeah, while you're doing your push-ups, you can memorise them. But yeah, that's all my little bits today. I will bring some hypotheticals next time, I promise. But yeah, that's everything I've got to
Okay.
deliver.
Lovely stuff.
Wonderful.
I've just got one little one, which is funny.
Okay.
It was just a tweet that I saw. It just said, overheard a university student saying Arctic Monkeys were my dad's favourite band when I was little. The passage of time is relentless, unfathomable, cruel and unforgiving.
That's quite... I don't like that.
A university student.
Yeah, I like how I had a poster of Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They formed when we were...
Yeah, they were the soundtrack to my youth.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
adolescence.
And
I had
bloody
hair like Alex Turner.
You did.
I did. It's on my driver's license. You've seen it.
I have, yeah. Yeah.
That's mad, actually, yeah.
Terrifying.
Shame their music's also shite, but like nowadays.
It was good back in the day, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there we go. And then something else I saw was a tweet that a man asked... He asked, yo, what the fuck? That's actually how he started it. What the fuck is with couples who get divorced within the first 2 years of their baby's life? Low key, that should be illegal. And then a woman's replied saying, having been on lots of mum groups during the postpartum period, a high and unfortunate percentage of these divorces are about male infidelity. So men tend to cheat
Oh, okay.
during the first 2 years of a child being born. And then a new dad responds and says, my first is 8 weeks old. I can see why men cheat at this time. My wife completely ignored my existence for the first few weeks, and we had to have arguments to get her to even acknowledge me, not to mention be intimate. that's the biggest challenge. Baby is easy.
Oh, fuck off. What a wank. What a stupid take.
What? And it was like, you've got an 8-week-old.
Yeah.
So mentioning intimacy
Is ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, your wife has just had incredible trauma,
Like your
regardless
wife
of what
start
happened.
that conversation.
Yeah.
When she's ready. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
And baby is easy. That's what a lot of people picked up on, was like, do you understand why your baby is easy?
Yeah, exactly.
Because your wife
Yes.
is pulling all the stops to make your baby happy and fed and calm and whatever it is.
That's nonsense.
And
that.
you're clearly not pulling your weight, which is probably why she doesn't want to be intimate with you.
Some people are so bizarre, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, they just have, like, no sense of, like, self-awareness or,
Well, that's just it. And
like, what's going on.
the fact that you could post that to Twitter with such...
Such bravado.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just be like, look, everyone, look how stupid my wife is.
Yeah,
Like,
babies are easy. It's all the wife.
I'm the best dad, but I'm going to cheat because my wife's an idiot. No, you're the idiot. Like,
Yeah.
away you go. Like, that's nonsense, that.
I just thought that was so funny that...
I'm glad people called him out for it, though.
Oh, there's so
Yeah.
much stuff of...
There'll be the odd cretin that agrees with him, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I'm glad that the majority seem to.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them says, men will really see a sleeping baby and think, that baby fed and clothed itself and put itself to sleep.
What a good baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's madness.
Somebody just put in capitals, make him lonelier.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just thought that was bewildering.
It was bewildering's a word for it.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Any more fun little bits?
That's all me fun little bits.
Are we all done? I can't believe we're done for another fortnight.
Another fortnight.
Another fortnight, everyone. We are done. We might change our days. We kind of spoke about this.
Yeah.
We normally try and record on a Monday to get it out for your Tuesday commute.
Mm-hmm.
But the past couple we've missed it. Well, we were very, very tired yesterday.
Yeah, woke up at 3:30 in the morning and then
yeah, drove. I
left
slept.
at
I
5.
slept in the car, to be fair, for a bit. But yeah,
you had a couple naps, but
yeah.
still, it's
And then
a long day.
the episode before we were late for something as well. I think we were also tired for other reasons.
We're thinking Monday is not the day.
Yeah, so we might move it to a Sunday or a Tuesday. We haven't decided yet, but it shouldn't affect your entertainment value. You should
No.
still have a lovely time roughly every 2 weeks. Give or take a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Watch it now and be like, oh, Tuesdays are so hard.
Yeah, oh god, not another
Oh,
Tuesday.
But thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you've had a wonderful time. Thank you to all, or special welcome to all the new listeners out there.
Yeah.
It's like when you go on an EasyJet flight and like and a special welcome to our EasyJet Plus passengers, and I'm sitting there like, I'm not an EasyJet Plus passenger, so where's my special welcome?
Yeah.
But now I understand because I'm like the co-pilot of this podcast. So thank you, and a big warm welcome to all of our new listeners.
Thanks for coming, guys. We really
It's
appreciate
good
it.
fun. If you're new here, again, drop us a rating on Spotify. It really helps us out, or Apple Music, or whatever, wherever you listen. Just give us 5 stars. If 5 is the max, give us the max stars.
Give us all the stars.
Give us the max stars. It's really good fun and it really helps us out. You can follow us across the board on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and all that good stuff.
And please get involved there as well, because that helps us out as well and
The Instagram's been doing all right.
gets us in everyone's algorithms and things.
It does. The Instagram's been doing pretty well, actually.
We love being in your algorithms.
Give us them. It's a bit weird. But yeah, thanks everyone. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely time. If you're listening to this on your commute,
Yeah.
just turn around and go home. It's fine. Work from home today.
Yeah.
But keep the
We'll give you
podcast
that.
on. Yeah. But no, anything else?
Shout out to Granny Linda, your mum, who started listening to the podcast
Oh, yeah.
yesterday and is
Probably
almost up
finished
to
it.
date. Yeah.
Yeah, she phoned me yesterday morning. Oh no.
No, after we got back yesterday.
Yeah, she phoned. I showed her it on Sunday night. Mm-hmm. I got this is how you get it, and this is how you access it. She phoned me about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock yesterday.
I'm on episode 7.
I'm on episode 7. I'm like, they're an hour each, like we do. That's like your whole day. She went, I started this morning. I'm like, well, thank you. That's really kind
Yeah,
of
that's
you.
lovely.
But and again, everyone else that listens, it really means a lot, and all that good stuff. And leave us some comments. Again, Spotify now accepts comments, but you can do it on YouTube and whatever you want. It's fine.
Wonderful.
Excellent. That's the pod, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.